Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor policy.
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
I'm confused. What's happening?
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chessboard in a carefully calculated manner. And nobody has access to this chess set but me.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it's a special technique of mine.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's happening now?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent, which was also the case my first time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning, you're not feeling lazy right now?
Meaning, this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone understand. I must be the one to find our way out of here.
Boss, it's fine. Really. Let me do something useful.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I...
What? Really?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient and servile as you? God forbid anything ever happens to you.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I was thinking of fetching some water. There's gotta be a source around here somewhere. I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable to take a rest. We gotta conserve our energy. Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, mentally speaking, it's all real. And so is our tiredness and fatigue. You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's any less serious. But anyway, I got your backs, so don't worry about a thing.
Don't I have the best employees? Jealous much?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the Frost Moon Scions. Would you be amenable to that, Boss Nefer?
Oh, Lauma. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Beauty runs from the tips of your antlers to the depths of your imagination. Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking no matter what we encounter. And don't disturb the chess pieces. You have my word that I will get us all out of here.
Okay.
Can't hide the truth. No more lies. This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign.
Our village?
There's someone up ahead.
No,
Time for a little chat.
not our village.
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour. Wait, is that?
Oh, it's him.
There you are! Sinue's been looking for you all day. I think he has some news for you.
Oh yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change? I know I saw some Mora.
What do you mean loose change? Oh, come on, I'm too old for this. Just pretend you saw nothing.
It all adds up.
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently? I'm trying to get in his good books and I need a way in.
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want with my dad, Uncle Apepe?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next festival, but I'll need his approval.
A new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen, but unfortunately, Uncle Retinue says my dad's looking for me.
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there warming up my vocal cords. Come find me when you're done.
Pile of stones. Got it. Hi, Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
It was just a figure of speech. The aftermath of a sandstorm is no time to be waging war. I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back. Which means...
We have a well again!
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry. It should last us for a good while.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't be caving in.
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardship and poverty. On to better you know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. And look at us now. Squeezed into these hovels. No one would choose this, if it wasn't for the endless wars over the years. But things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the academia a few months back. They gave me some contacts in return for my assistance in the desert.
So you're the academia's helper now?
Special ambassador, they call it. Think of it as a partnership. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long. Seeking opportunities elsewhere is the best thing for us.
So, do you get anything good out of being a special ambassador?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time. One day, I swear I'm gonna lead us out of this place.
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us. Well, you've gone from chief to thief, and now you have to face the consequences.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or both.
And that special ambassador act? Yeah, nice try. We spoke to the academia. They said it was all news to them. You're a liar and a cheat!
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert dwellers' weapons of choice. There's a handwritten note on the ground.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you and your colleagues avoid the quicksand in the desert. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the mail, as I didn't receive a reply. I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for another water source. Praise the gods. The well of the Eob tribe was intact. It was my last resort. I drew what water I could and left, but not without being spotted. You told me to write to you if I ever needed help. You said you'd be my ally in the academia. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. It's the only way I can convince them that this was the academia's decision and prevent them from retaliating. This is an emergency.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. It's badly defaced. Some parts are barely legible. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole village was butchered over a sip of water.
Ah, officer. Welcome. Welcome to our humble village.
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libations.
This is the finest wine our village has to offer. I promise.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor. I highly doubt anyone in this desert possesses serious academic potential.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our God. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place. Give her a chance. Don't let her talent go to waste.
I don't recognize her.
She showed up here a few days ago, and we took her in. She's...
So, where are you from?
Nowhere special.
What about the rest of your family?
Just the one. Correct.
So, no brothers, no...
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart...
All right. Get over here. Sign your name on the form. Never? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions I wanted to get your perspective on.
Oh? Please ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs. Do you really think I'm a weak student?
A weak student? Goodness!
I think what you're saying is, a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy. And if they did, they certainly wouldn't complain about the lighter workload.
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are, and I'm sure you know why they're like that.
Because of where I come from.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't like it any more than you do. Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions?
I wanted to check if someone sent...
Ah, your family wrote to you. Well, as long as they put your name on the...
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would end up.
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there. Whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to start.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Professor.
Oh, don't mention it.
Hey, you're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. It's not just the academia either.
Oh, my dear child.
I haven't. No more lies. Can't hide the truth. This must be it. Let's take a look. Hup. A dilapidation survey from Port Ormos. Looks like it's from a Core of 30 representative. What a strange thought. A bunch of mercs losing sleep over rundown buildings. This one was never even opened. I guess the recipient did... Who was it addressed to? I don't recognize the name, but it must have been a Kasharawar professor. This one is addressed to the Amorta Sage. The title is Changes Observed in Satyavada Life Symptoms. Why do all these letters read like full-blown dissertations? Guided by the incense, we became lost somewhere in the forest. All the barriers between levels of consciousness disappeared as our minds soared around in circles, looking for... In clinical terms, these symptoms fit the description of incense poisoning. The Amorta Darshan strictly prohibits the use of hallucinogenic substances. For example, my neighbor who always breaks out into song and dance after using incense. This seems like something the academia would want to know about. Why wasn't it collected? Wait, what's this? The note says, the sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. I would send it back, but no return address was provided. This next one is addressed to Grand Sage Azar. A few words of protest regarding recent changes in recent years. The academia has taken on a small... However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact, been provided with educational opportunities that are, in any meaningful... as well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and perfunctory tutoring. They do not even have full access to the Akasha system. Education is the fundamental purpose of this institution, which should go without saying in a nation whose founding virtues are knowledge and wisdom. I ask you, is the lip service... As Grand Sage, policy decisions are your prerogative. But do not forget your roots. You and I were once students too, as was everyone else in this institution. I do hope you will give some serious attention to this matter. I encourage you... Great letter. And the sender is... Huh? I didn't realize anyone else even knew how bad students like me have it in... So this is where letters from the Sage of Spontamod end up?
Oh, okay.
Nice one, Grand Sage. Whatever. This isn't what I came here for.
You have a test to study
Moving
for
on.
Monday. I'm told.
Huh?
You have a test to study for Monday.
Yes, I know.
Okay. So, we have 10 more minutes, and then you have...
I have to study more.
Yeah.
Oh my... What happened? I thought it was just 2 hours.
You know what? I'll give you another half hour.
Thank you.
I'm not exactly holding out hope that a letter sent from the desert would even make it here. But if I can't believe how much discarded mail there is. Must have been years since someone last went through it all. And this is just one box. The whole House of Dane. I don't believe for 1 second that any human being has sat down and read through all the documents in this place. Wait.
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. I was the one who came to you and your colleague Zaid when you ran into trouble in the Great Red Sand. I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety and gave you some water and other supplies. In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business, and I therefore see you all as friends. You were kind. The Shimti tribe lives a harsh, nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic towards my plight, promising to make me a special ambassador of the academia and help us find a way to make a better living. This brings me to my reason for writing. Our tribe has fallen on particularly hard times. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago, which blocked up the well in our land. The Eob and Unut are descended from the Thamudians, while we trace our ancestry to Tulatala. We worship the Lord of Flowers and have had relatively good relations with our... I found a well belonging to the Eob tribe. They declined to help us, but I really had no other option. So I took some water to keep me and my tribe alive. When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started accepting students from the desert, and I told you a little about my daughter, Nefer. We have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence are limited. Would you consider enrolling my daughter at the academia?
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty words. I doubt they even remember the name Sinuhe, and you were so emphatic that your luck had finally changed for the better. You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You spoke with such conviction. You liar. You lied about everything. And who fell for it? Just me, by the looks of it. Which makes you a pathetic liar. I think I'll take over from here. Let me show you how it's done. It all adds up. Can't hide the truth. I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Nefer? You packed your bags. Where are you going?
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you. You know that better than I do.
It was, but it doesn't matter. I have more important things to deal with and they can't wait. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although, I did read somewhere in the House of Dana that it has hallucinogenic effects.
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown? You're just...
Yeah, I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are practically overgrown with this plant. It's not worth much.
But never...
All right, that's all from me. You take care.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates.
Yeah, I'll remember you. I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find even in those ruins. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. No time to reminisce. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect I'll forget you pretty quickly. It all adds Heads up. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a big business deal to be made. If not, I'd be very disappointed.
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky the ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and sand. But the story of the Eab has a very different trajectory. Others grew weak.
Huh. So, you do know who you're dealing with?
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to...
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to flatter us.
Of course not. I came to bring you... Records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Eab control is built on top of some ancient ruins. I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the well in question. The Academia...
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50 million's a little low, don't you think?
Don't get greedy, Eab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power?
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia is only interested in dealing with the de facto power holders in the region. I hope I am making myself clear.
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt down every one of your people and make you watch as I cut their heads off one by one.
You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you... And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway?
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest authority in the land. I'm sure you're trustworthy people. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news. In fact, it calls for a...
Gladly. I am partial to wine myself, so let's indulge in a few...
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've taken the well.
What? Well, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the Eab's military superiority.
Well, what is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well. This can't be a coincidence.
I don't...
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain control over the well, I'm afraid you won't see a single mora of that 50 million.
No! Please, Ambassador, just... That well is...
Glad to hear it.
If there is a traitor, I...
Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around my finger. What an amazing feeling.
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Academia would rather negotiate with our tribe instead of the Eab.
The Eab are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the gall to interfere in our research projects in the desert region. So let me ask you, Chief.
Kill them all. Of course.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. At the same time, there is simply no way that the Academia can be seen to be intervening in desert affairs.
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised arms against a desert tribe, it'd start a bloody war.
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had strained relations. Natural allies. Weren't the Eab your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that water. And now look at you. You're at each other's throats. Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized rulers of the desert in this matter. We are asking for—
Say no more.
Good. Then I suggest you get to work. You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know how. People will believe anything. Can't hide the truth. It all adds up. Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but your butchered bodies bleed like any others. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. What a joke. I think we're even now. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. Oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribespeople would still be alive. But you couldn't do what had to be done. So I did it for you.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this is in the past now.
I believe I remember you promising to remain silent.
Yeah, but...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright, time for a sharp turn onto a completely different topic. So, anyway, that's enough of that. Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired.
Yes, if we can find—
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? A temple? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says.
You mentioned a temple.
My biggest trade secret of all.
Ah. Then I'm guessing it's where you got your power from. The power to peer into other people's minds.
I didn't know you were clued up on any other religions.
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert, I would imagine it has something to do with King Deshret.
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino. The spirit of Hermanubis dwells within him.
That's boss enough for ya.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity, but I know about Sethos too.
What about him? Is he a big deal or something?
Well, he's not a small deal, let's put it that way. Please, this is the bare-bone basics. Save the flattery. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to... Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
about any of this stuff. I want to do the whole name dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too.
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the 3 retainers of King Deshret. Let's take a look.
Cutscene.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
I'm guessing not.
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Okay, never mind. We all know who's here. Okay, he took Nefer.
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
What did that mean? Oh my gosh.
How repulsive.
What? Sino? Why did I hear Sino? Oh. Oh, it's Dainsleif. Why did it sound like Sino for a sec? Probably just me. For some reason that sounded like Sino. I'm sorry. It was Dane.
Timed that pretty well, didn't I? It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt.
Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers involved. I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after all these years.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
That was probably not the actual Rerir.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir, it seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say I'm surprised.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone? That shouldn't be possible.
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a trail and hunting down his pursuers.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. A few years later, I enrolled in the academia. The Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million mora. The Eab ultimately won that confrontation, but their victory came at the cost of almost every warrior in the tribe. The final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes. The remaining Eab fled and have been scattered to the winds ever since. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King. He led me to a gate deep inside the temple, and there he made a deal with me.
Oh.
This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret, and represents his power of piercing analysis. With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that the Ibis King simply wanted to give the people of this world the power to seek the truth. Every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any humans, full of secrets,
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially upon a select few.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned.
Yay!
Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating into the Reicher of Solnari's background. I am pleased to report that the investigation has been most fruitful indeed. The Reicher of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Conrian subject who served the Vinster King. I will now share the important details.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does not excuse his many transgressions. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt, wreaking havoc upon innocent lives in Notcry. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequences.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appeared in Rerir's memory?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate, and this seems to fit the description.
Miss Lauma, any thoughts on this?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. The term Moon Gate is one I have heard before. But as is the case with all of our legends, there are no records of any first-hand witnesses.
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the moon—
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well.
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as Nefer mentioned, holding open a spatial gateway takes a huge amount of power. And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Rahier of Solnari. I'm afraid this is one mystery we may have to leave unsolved for now.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gateway. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rarir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Rahier of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the wild hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes.
So your theory is that Rarir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the wild hunt is a distributed phenomenon, rather than a unified one?
Makes sense to me. Explains why the wild hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with, and he wants to be whole again.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss, much like a curse, has kept him alive.
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, it will continue to survive in spite of everything. This raises some interesting questions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as—
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just— when I think of the man I once knew as Rarir, I struggle to understand why things had to turn out like this.
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort.
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies, and the skies are host to many more mysteries than these alone. Yet, none of that can begin to compare with the complexity of human life.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you, both.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some time to recover.
That's very thoughtful of you, Lama.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest before we reconvene to nail down a plan. Hey, is this a bad time? Hope I didn't kill the conversation. No need. Come on, let's talk outside. Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chest set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the 5 sinners. Their powers are beyond our comprehension.
That's the actual Rahier of Solnar. So that's actual barrier. Okay. I didn't expect that. So it's like some kind of clone that you can make. But it's the actual him. Okay. Didn't expect that.
It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up with a plan and take care of him before that happens.
Honestly, my mom figured that might be the case. So, how long have we got?
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her chess set is. What a long and storied history it has. It felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will? Anyway, after all that, she finally answered the question. 2 days, at most.
2 days? Holy moly! Can we even recruit enough help in that time?
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. But given how little time we have, there's no way we can pull this off without his help. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could talk to him for us? Great. I appreciate it. All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. Can't promise it's gonna work yet, but at least it's a start. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once everyone's recovered.
Oh, Paimon's dying to hear this.
All right, so here's what we're thinking. We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and secondly, none of us are your boss. You're well within your rights to refuse.
Roping us in? Why would you even say that? We know the stakes here. It's all of us against the Rayher of Solnari, or none of us stand a chance.
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to striking a down-to-earth tone even when the stakes are through the roof.
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the most sensible lineup would be like this.
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're going to approach this, you'd better make sure you're ready. To be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it. I just want to make sure. Are you really willing to take all this on?
I want to do everything within my power. The Rayher of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if I do my part, it'll greatly reduce the risk for everyone else involved.
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's almost abnormal. As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. But you seem to just march towards danger without a moment's hesitation. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, and you're our honorary knight. I want to make sure your courage doesn't come at the expense of your safety.
Thank you, Sir Varka.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have you on board. I'll give some serious thought to your suggestions.
Cold.
This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before we take action. How can we be sure that our enemy won't leave the designated area?
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rayher and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows.
Even Dory's here. So, Nefer, did you give her back her shield shuriken thingy?
Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rayher has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. So it's unlikely he has any power in that domain. Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll choose to fight every time. Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred, both for the moon and for his enemies. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood, not looking to escape.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all seem like valid observations to me.
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Durin are carrying out their part as we speak.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
Yeah, I know, let's do it. I'll light it up.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you? No objections? All right. Then it's settled. This is the plan we're going with. Next up, an old tradition of mine. Anyone who wants to back out, now's your chance.
Wait, we can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes before their brain had time to think things through.
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common practice in the Knights of Favonius.
Heh. Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
Yeah, that's D-Luke. His constellation is literally an owl.
This plan can only work if everyone does their part. Flint's and I will absolutely support it.
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted our help. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dory.
Same. Did Nefer issue another favor?
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangama Bay.
So, the longer your name, the higher your net worth. Is that the idea here?
In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know your full name. It's...
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Do you have any idea how much it would cost to hire me otherwise? Oh, does this mean someone out there actually has the power to boss Dory around?
Never.
It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's actually the mom of a friend of yours.
Alice! It's Alice! Alice! Yes! Yes! Please show Alice. I want to see Alice. Please, mother!
Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Notcry is gonna go down the drain!
Wait, was that thing you gave to Nefer the thing that Alice gave you?
Okay. So what exactly is so special about this pendant?
What did I tell you?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So, she wanted me to have something that can store power to protect myself with. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki, and then Nefer went and used it all up at once! Never lost so big in my life!
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvaki in the pendant.
You will? Well, in that case, how about you give me your chess set? And we call it even.
Never.
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it. In fact, take it now, and I'll even throw in a free Raker of Solnari. Deal?
You're putting me in a difficult position here.
It's a very useful thing to have around, but I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer. I guess we'll see in a couple of days.
It's probably gonna explode. Destroyed. When he comes out.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know. You might find a new business opportunity on the other side.
I want to see Alice. And the Wanderer had something to do here too. That would be weird to introduce him now. Yeah, but yeah, the Wanderer had something to do here too. You also saw someone else from the Hexen Circle. Her code name was N. Forgot her actual name, but she's like Mona's teacher.
Dory, how are things going? Feeling ready? Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all. Even higher than the sellers taking advance orders. Ta-da! See? It's right here!
What?
Ah, it's so pretty! Did you make it? No, I have a supplier. We go way back, so he made me a very attractive offer.
Yes,
Aha! No wonder you were talking about Lucky Charms at the... that's not the full story. It actually... Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kaveh to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kasharawar took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a final product. But that's Kaveh for you. Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kaveh. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? What's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authorities? So nosy. My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case, because it would involve grave danger.
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. Huh? What does that look mean?
Paimon's just super surprised. This must be the...
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live. There are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor, and more than that. No one knows... Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. I'm no saint. My priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but...
Alright, if you say so.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Don't go trying to figure out what kind of person I am. You'll exhaust yourself. Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be? Thanks so much.
oh, wait a sec. Nope. Yeah. Okay. Disgusting. You are literally taking apart the bodies of the rotting dead. No thanks. That's a rotting with abyssal energy. Master. As in Alice. You... Wait, no. But why am I saying Alice? Master. Does he mean Rhine daughter? Because that's his mother, but he says master. He probably means Rhine daughter. Sir Logi was Skirk's master, if I'm correct. I like the fact that there's like these parts of his Durin's horns over where the ears should be. That's pretty cool. I really want to see Durin fight. We. He's funny. Too bad we can't be either of them because they're both not released yet as playable characters. What is this? Oh, yeah, you are screwed. Look how many dendro cores I'm making here. They had no chance of survival. Never put a Hydro Slime next to a Helitroll when I have a Dendro DPS. Man, I love Hydro enemies. Just easier to take down. She said she wanted a new name after the fight. It would be I would love to just be able to name her like your Saurian companion and the Wanderer. That would be insane. She'd be naming an Archon. I'm trying to do the sarcasm sign with my fingers, but the character doesn't allow me. The avatar doesn't allow me. Sorry, sarcasm. Like, literally say hello. So I have a question. Is it almost boss fight time? Because it seems like it. Did I just get some wood, Brent? Yeah, I did. Also, I finally got the Natland glider today. You just see Kanichi coming in like that. Yes, I randomly just swapped. I love the art style of the flame. That's not like a regular flame art style. Oh my gosh, it's Pandora. Like earlier, I said this thing is Pandora's box, and now it is. Just roll the Fortnite scene where Doctor Doom opens Pandora's box. He doesn't talk much, but when he seriously this Arkham Quest, he doesn't talk much. But now, when he does talk, his voice actor is finally good. Is finally getting to work. Union. Why does this look like some Power Rangers color coded? Tonight, I'll steal the moon! Oh. Why am I Hydro? You know, this looks like a great background. Oh. Why am that? Oh. Interesting. Why the hell am I Hydro? Okay, well, I know how to work this. But seriously, why am I Hydros? Because for the team? Okay, I know how to use this team. They don't even give I know what, like, you only have Ino's burst. Got no healer though, that's a little concerning. Just quickly checking, I want to check out, okay, nice crit damage. Crit rate and damage are high. Of course you don't have, no healing on, like, there's no healing. Does she give healing? What? Probably, yeah. Okay. There's two main DPSs. That didn't do much. What is Heim of Hunting? What on earth is Heim of Hunting? Oh. Oh. What is Heim of Hunting? Is that her skill? I see nothing saying Heim of Hunting. There's no healer on this team, which concerns me. Where is... Oh my gosh. I'm concerned about my health. Oh. Be careful what you wish for! Not what I expect of this boss fight, but cool. Too bad she's not C6, because then you get like a third clone. What? It's auto fire! Absorb Kuvaki 3 times. Oh. Where's the last Kuvaki? Don't fail me. There. It also took my burst. What? That's so funny. That's actual couch. This is gonna be a long fight. Why does this feel this is like an Elden Ring length fight? I've never played Elden Ring, just so you know. I've never played Elden Ring, so I don't know how long they really are. I just know they're long. I'm doing so little damage. Am I using the team right? Or does this guy just have insane amount of health? I'm probably playing the team wrong. Oh, Kuvaki, 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 Kuvaki. Yes, why does it sound like it's... Oh. Oh my. Cool. Didn't work though. Oh my gosh.
The only way to defeat Rarer is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
Yeah, I think we got him focused. Oh, actual There's blood?
Never. Your eyes are bleeding.
That's new.
Soon you will be powerless to
Oh my gosh.
Then I will reduce you to dust.
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on, keep holding on.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them. As entertaining as they are, you've backed yourself into a corner.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything. You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never being able to save your beloved. You cannot win the fight against fate, Rerir.
Is that what you think? Well, no, it...
Oh my gosh.
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you!
Albedo? There's no way that's the Traveler's purification.
What's happening? That power.
It's Albedo, the flower. Durin! He's using the power of the abyss. His wings! It's like in his burst.
We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then
Oh my god.
we channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy.
Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna feed everyone's minds using pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't
What?
last long.
Since when can he do that?
You see?
Well enough.
Oh my gosh.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst.
How about that?
Gutar, come on. This is like Dragon Ball.
You're against me?
Just like you do, Stokuvaki. Look familiar?
Oh my gosh. Moongate.
Guys, you don't have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but someone else does.
Dane.
Goodbye, Rerir.
Oh my gosh. He did not expect that.
We won.
You okay, Durin? Cool. Amazing. I love it. Wow. They went out all out on this one. She gonna open her eyes? Is she gonna open her eyes? My question is now, she's gonna slowly run out of Kuvaki through the moon marrow. Do we have to come and check up on her every now and then? Or do we have to bring her with us? Cause that would be cool. That would be really cool. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. You know, this final battle was pretty cool, but to be genuine about it, I think Natlan is still my favorite. Natlan is still my favorite final boss. Glories are literally right behind us. I still need to get used to the Traveler actually talking every time. Is it just me, or is her nail going through her hand? It is. Her finger is going through her hand. Hoyoverse, fix it. I don't want to be rude and stuck on the details, but that I can't look at that and think it's not weird. It's disturbing. Hmm. Yehuda's hand is going through her cape. Or more the cape is going through her hand. I don't know. Is it Alice? Is it Wanderer? Alice, please. I'm begging you. Show me Alice. Okay, not today. Oh. Is it the Wanderer? Wait. They shouldn't remember him, right? Or if they're not, maybe they're not affected. Who? Do they just hate the Wanderer that much? But then again, they shouldn't know, or they shouldn't remember the Wanderer. But is it, who do they mean? Wait. I'm confused. Wait, I'm extremely confused. Give me a sec. Give me a sec, please. Yeah, never mind. No, by Alice. Oh, wait, the other device. You know, I don't hate Dory anymore. Can I actually sit on these? Maybe next time. I'm not drinking. I do not drink alcohol. Archons forbid Diona finds you drinking alcohol. Oh, one spot. Yes. I just realized. Varka is the Grandmaster. Albedo is... I forgot what his title was. But what is Duran also a part of the Knights now? Because his style, his outfit kind of fits. So what is he? The Dragon of the Knights of Avonius? Wait. Why am I off? Dude. Traveler has turned the... He's switched off. He's switched off. He's... The crystals are black. The crystals. The crystals are black. So there is no... He's got no element at the moment. Why? Cool detail. I love it. It's been way too long since I've seen him neutral.